We're live.
Woo! Hello.
We did it. Hi.
Good to see you, Megan.
Yeah, hi at the winery. You.
Hi. Hi to the backyard, you.
Yeah, I'm just sorry. I'm just still messing with my hair. What's up? So hi everybody in virtual land.
Tell us about fall in Iowa.
Yeah, it's not half bad, really. I'm okay with it. I feel cozy. I got my fur. I got my cozy blanket. I don't know if you want to see that. I got a cozy blanket. I feel very European sitting outside and enjoying wine.
How warm is it out there?
I don't know. It feels cold.
It feels cold.
But it's not too bad.
My thermometer on my watch says 39.
My thermometer, my watch has not been working for days.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know. So I just am like, it's cold.
Well, I'm inside where it's nice and warm and cozy. You're welcome to come join me someday if you'd like. But that's okay too.
Yeah.
For everybody out there, we are tasting Brianna today. So grab your Brianna, grab your glass, and join us. It's been a while since I've tasted this from the direct bottle, so this will be fun.
Same.
This is a Red Barn brand as well. So you may notice that there's a Brianna under the Soldier Creek brand, but this is a Red Barn brand. So I hope that you have found that somewhere. We have it here at our winery, and we also, I believe, Red Barn also has this available in the Ames stores. So check out your Hy-Vee and Ames.
Yeah, definitely. So I do have a little close-up of what we're tasting today. If you need a look, we established this last time, but all of Red Barn Wine's labels look the same. So you have to really search for the name. So this one's Brianna. And just as a reminder, this is our November tasting pack. It's 10% off. So this includes all 4 wines that we're tasting this month. So the first one we did last week was Frontenac. We're doing Brianna this week, and then Marquette, and then Crescent. So if you want it, order it online. Stop at the winery. You can grab it. It's only $66.60, 10% discount. So
yeah, and new as of this week, we are also offering $5 local delivery. We will hand deliver it to your door, contactless. So order online, and we'll deliver it directly to you if you're within 20 miles of the winery.
Yeah, woo.
Take advantage.
Woo! Let's get into it. I'm ready.
All right. Me too. It is 4:00 on Friday. Let's try Red Barn Brianna from 2017.
I just really wanted to start singing. It's 4:00.
Amanda, that's very bright.
Friday.
I got a big flash of light right as we started that.
I did. Right in the eye.
I'm blinded.
I poured too much.
Oh, that's okay. You're going to want all of it and more. All right.
Good.
Okay, so Brianna is a grape that is hybridized for the Midwest. It was hybridized in Nebraska, and it's a fantastic grower in Iowa. We love having it around us. John Miranowski, the proprietor of Red Barn Wines, also has a good amount of Brianna. Megan, do you have some vineyard comments about growing Brianna?
I'm trying to remember. It's been a long time. I'm thinking this is how I remember things. I recall that the grapes are great big grapes. I remember that. They're bigger than a lot of our other grapes. Thick-skinned. We know that. But aren't the leaves like really big and kind of like soft? Like soft?
Yeah, like fuzzy. Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Things that like nobody really cares about, but those are things that I remember. As a grower, though, I don't recall Brianna being like really vigorous, like a Geneva Red or something. I feel like Brianna's like a little touchy in our area. Is that right?
Yeah, I feel like we're just on the edge of being able to grow it.
Yeah. So with John, though, he probably has a great time growing it because he's, like we established last week, in a whole different growing zone further south. So yeah, he probably has a really good time with it.
Yeah. So Red Barn Wines, the vineyard is in Story City area, and it's right along the banks of the Skunk River on some really great sandy soil. So Yeah, it's definitely an interesting spot to grow Brianna. And in the winery, the berries are like, it's like eating a Jello shot. A shot of, it's like eating I don't mean an alcoholic shot. I just mean like, it's like a, you're eating a big jelly.
Yeah,
there,
totally.
there's a lot of gel in there. There's a lot of pectin.
Yeah, sorry, I'm watching. There's animals in my ravine, and I'm just watching them, and I'm totally distracted, but I'm listening to you at the same time. So sorry, I won't say anymore.
I picked a bad spot to sit in the winery today. That's okay. Okay, so first things, when you smell this, the first aroma for me is pretty light. I don't know about you. But that's nice. You know, it's kind of nice to not have like an overwhelming juicy aroma. That means that this wine will pair very well with food without overpowering whatever you're eating. So that's kind of nice.
I'm getting pear right off the bat.
Yeah, for sure. Like a pear and a soft apple.
Like a cooked pear. Yeah, like it was cooked. Like it's not a fresh, like ripe pear.
Yeah, so the more we swirl this, the more the aromas will get up into the headspace. So I'm gonna keep swirling until we can pick something out.
Is it a little buttery?
Oh yeah, it could be. Yeah, it's like the aroma is very complex, and I think like kind of subtly a whole bunch of different things all together. It's not like pineapple.
Right.
That's not what this aroma is like doing.
No.
It's just a whole bunch of.
Yeah, it's a really round aroma though.
And maybe like, I don't know, maybe it's just because you're sitting amongst them, but I was going to say like dried leaves.
I would agree with that. Honestly though, I was like, it's fitting for where I'm sitting. It does feel like that.
It's a good fall wine.
Yeah, definitely.
And now the more that I'm swirling it, I'm getting a little bit of tropical bee on there too.
If anyone
like really light pineapple.
Oh yeah. But if anyone is watching and trying along with us, and what are you smelling? Like, tell us. Put it in the comments. Tell us what you're smelling.
Yeah. And then now I'm getting some grass, and if I remember correctly, the yeast that we used on this vintage, this is 2017, so it's been a little bit of time. It's been 3 years since we fermented this. But the yeast that we used on this was a yeast that is more of a subtle yeast, and it's supposed to enhance varietal characteristics as opposed to like creating new aromas from the yeast. So I think that this is kind of doing a good job of that. I mean, Brianna juice in general is just light and like easy fruits and not super juicy.
Very aromatic. So this is really strange for me because I'm used to our Brianna, which is super, super aromatic. Bill says that he's catching apple, which is similar to the pear that I was getting. Yeah. But like really light. Yeah. Like it's nothing like what I was expecting. I was expecting like big, hit me in the face aromas.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think some grape jelly too. I mean, Brianna is a cousin of Concord, so we're gonna get those grape jelly, Welch's grape juice aromas.
Totally.
So
okay, I already had a sip, so just throw it there.
All right, I'll have my first sip. Wow, what a great balance.
Yeah, really, says the winemaker. I love that. But it's true. It is a great balance. Like just a little bit of zing, but it's like a little sweet. It's like perfect round feeling in your mouth. Like it's the aroma translates to the taste. Like it's perfect.
So we were doing sorry, that's very loud. We were doing some tastings earlier this week before we were bottling, and some people who are used to selling the wine said, well, this always tastes so completely different in the tank than it does in the bottle. And that is 100% true. So you're laughing at me saying, what a great balance, but it does taste completely different now that it's in the bottle than it is while I'm tasting it every day in the tank. So it's always very pleasant when once it's in the bottle and then you taste it, it's like, oh yeah, all right, we did it. Yes. That did work out the way I was hoping it would.
Totally. Jenny, if you're watching, she called today and she asked about the Brianna and was it sweet like ours? And I said no. I was gonna maybe put it more towards like Frontenac Gris. Do you agree? It's like a little sweet, but not really.
I think that the ratio for acid to sugar is the same, but the amount of acid in this Brianna is a lot less. So therefore, the amount of sweetness in this is also a lot less. And so I would say that the balance, the ratio is about the same, but it doesn't feel so in your mouth. It's very light and easy. And as I mentioned before, like this is a perfect food wine. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it really would go with anything. I had cheese before this, some white cheddar, and it's not growling in my mouth. It's happy.
Yeah. And it wouldn't even be super necessary because there's not a lot of acid. So it's like it's just really easy and smooth. Yeah. And
it's like I can't even figure out what I would equate this to. And like I have to say mine's not chilled all the way. It's probably getting pretty chilled sitting out here. But it wasn't all the way chilled. And honestly, I feel like when it's not all the way chilled, I'm getting more aromas and more flavors than I normally would.
Oh, that's probably true.
I'm having issues like equating it with any other wine that I've ever had. I can't even think like what mainstream wine it even is like.
It's like so unique. Yeah. I mean, I've always thought this, but it reminds me of a dry Riesling, you know?
Yeah.
Just like a smooth, dry Riesling.
Yeah, totally. I could see that.
It's even in a similar kind of bottle, you know, this nice tall shaped bottle. It's a nice light white. Yeah, I think if you're a Riesling lover, I think that the Red Barn Brianna from 2017 is a perfect fit for you.
Absolutely. It is. And it's very, the tartness, the acid, is definitely very indicative. I feel like of like German wines,
like cold climate.
Yeah, yeah, they're maybe not all Rieslings, but this one just really feels like. You're right. The more you say it, the more I'm like, oh yeah, this really feels like a lot of the things that we used to drink when we were there, and it's totally, it's good. We got to get Fabi to try this.
Oh. Well,
you know,
Fabi coming here, we going there.
Honestly, I feel like I called dibs on going there. He can wait to come here.
This is not making my the sides of my tongue pucker at all. It's just it's a really perfect amount of acid. Really, it's just enough to keep it interesting, but not overwhelming. And it's also very lingering. The flavor, even after I've swallowed. It's a good 30, 45 seconds until my mouth is devoid of flavor. It's just, it's really nice lingering flavor.
This is 2017. I was just thinking about the color and the flavors I was getting, and the color is like perfect too. It's like a really nice straw gold. I mean, it is, yeah. Yeah, it's aged very well. It's kind of come into its own, and yeah. So I wanted to, I'm doing a shameless plug again. For anybody who's watching and you're enjoying our virtual wine tasting, but you wish you had more access to Anne to ask her the burning questions that are coming to you now, and you just can't type them fast enough in the comments, you can do something maker. This is an exclusive event. It's a private party. This is not it's not a live video like this. Not everyone will have access to this. And I'm going to switch to a different slide. With it, you get to try a Petite Pearl and this bomb cheese plate.
Oh my goodness. What is that? That looks so good.
Right? Can confirm it's delicious and it pairs really nicely with Petite Pearl. So we only have a few more spots left of this virtual wine tasting. It's a private party. So if you're really enjoying your time right now, Anne and I will both be there, but you will get actual access, like video access to Anne, or if you don't want to share your video, you can have verbal access to Anne without the masks, right? So we're virtually meeting in virtual land. You can enjoy your little date night from the comfort of your own home. So that was my plug.
And that's next Thursday.
Next Thursday.
November 19th at 6:30 p.m.
Yes. Yes.
I think that flyer may have said 7, but it's actually going to be at 6:30. Everywhere else it says 6:30.
Curses. Really? Like I can start anywhere in that time. And I feel like this has happened to me over and over. We started with one time and I put it in like one place and somehow it keeps permeating.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's finding its way. Anyway.
But that cheese plate, can you go back to a picture of that cheese plate? Because that cheese plate, let me just tell you, is enough of a meal for 2 people. So yeah. I recommend not eating dinner before you attend this, which is why we switched the time to 6:30.
Yes. Yeah. That was the thing.
And it's going to be so fun. And you kind of want to keep your mouth, your palate cleansed before you start so that we can have all of the fun, unique pairings with each of those awesome foods on there. So I see lots of different types of cheeses, and there's some crackers in there, different meats, fruits, nuts, dried fruits. So lots of different things, and we'll talk about how and why things pair, and also we'll talk about Petite Pearl and how it's made and what makes it delicious.
Yeah, totally. So again, next Thursday, November 19th at 6:30. It's going to be a Zoom meeting. If anybody feels uncomfortable with that and you really want to do this, send us a Facebook message. I will help you through it. I'm happy to do like a run, like a dry run Zoom call just for funsies so you can figure out how it works. It's really actually quite easy, but it'll be a super fun time. Be a little party from your house. We had questions before. You have to come to the winery to pick up the wine and the cheese plate. We will have them all ready for you. If you prefer carside pickup, we can still do that too. So we're here to accommodate you. It's getting colder. We can meet outside. So,
and also I think we would include that as our $5 delivery charge too. If you wanted to have it delivered, we will deliver it for $5.
Yeah. So anybody who's already signed up and you didn't have that option, send us an email or a Facebook message, and we can write that down that you want it delivered.
Yep.
Okay.
What are we tasting next week, Megan?
Next week, I'll bring it up, is Marquette.
I can't wait. Can it be next week, this week?
I mean, if you like. I don't have a bottle. Can someone quick run me over one? I'll just sit here and wait.
Very true. I can't wait. You guys are going to love Marquette. Marquette is one of my favorite dry reds that has ever been produced in the state of Iowa. So please join us next week for 2017 Marquette from Red Barn. We will see you then. Until then, enjoy your Brianna.
Cheers.
Cheers.